I'm Katie, and this is Living in the Now. On this channel, I talk about everyday manifesting, stories, and examples to help you improve yourself so you can get everything that you want. So be sure to like my video and subscribe. I want to reach more people and help improve their lives. So why do I meet a person that feels like it is my manifestation? Like they are the person I said I wanted? Where it feels like, this is amazing, and they check off some boxes of the ideal person that I wanted. They feel better and different and good, not like the other people I have talked to or tried to date. And they seem 100% into me. We really feel a connection. So you go out and date and see each other several times, and you feel like incredible and on top of the world. You feel so good and happy. Then suddenly they change and turn different. The texts become less. They be more distant, less interested. They don't want to see you as often, maybe. And you get an overall feeling of that they lost interest. Or they even disappear completely. So why is this? Why did this happen? I thought they were my manifestation. I thought it worked. And now they are gone and it fell apart and they disappeared. It came so fast and good, like a dream or a movie. And now, just as fast, it is gone. But why? So let's take a look at why. Your connection starts to decrease as soon as story kicks in. Well, what does that mean? It means you start having a story in your thoughts. Like, oh, it was amazing how we met so perfectly. Or, oh, I met this person and felt good. So my feeling good must have come from that source, from that person. Or we really get along and they have the looks of a person I was wanting. They must be the manifestation I was wanting and intending for. But all this is a story. We connect what feels good to them, like they are the one or the reason that is making me feel good. We identify with it, like, oh, they like me, this means I'm special and attractive. So all of the story of them makes us put them on a pedestal and they get idolized as the most important thing in our life. You put your well-being on them. You're not balanced. You're dependent on their thoughts, their choices, their feelings, how they think about you. So this loses our connection to our true self. We give away our power and our connection. We forget our own life and interests and passions besides them. We give them all of our attention and time. They become our main focus or our only focus. So don't put stories on it. Let it come and go as it pleases. Be okay with or without it, with or without them. We project our happiness onto things, so this causes suffering, because the happiness is dependent on them, and that it just isn't a good way to live. You want to be good on your own, not dependent on anyone to make you happy, because they could come or go or be gone at any minute or any time for any reason. Like if they text you often and that makes you happy, then they suddenly just stop and you get sad and depressed. You don't want to live where your happiness is dependent on them and their actions. When you meet someone, you get excited and overeager because your lack beliefs are now being fulfilled in form. Once lack beliefs and the story takes over, you get out of alignment. You get emotionally attached, really wrapped up in them. Your emotions are affected by them, obsessing over them, attached really fast. And you shouldn't be getting emotionally attached to someone you don't know well. You know just as much about them as your average coworker at this point. But it's happening because you aren't happy with yourself on your own. You meet someone and you've been on a few dates and you feel good about it. You see that they're smart and funny and attractive. You think, this doesn't happen often, this feeling. And they show interest in you and you see potential there. But one of the most dangerous moments in attraction is when you realize you really like someone. Not really dangerous, it's just because when you like them, it's easy to fall for the ideal version of them instead of the real person that's right in front of you. Or because you give them excess meaning. And often you put them ahead of you or above you, and it's no longer balanced and equal. You tend to lose yourself and emotions and feelings take over. But you don't know this person yet or how they would be in a serious relationship. You go along with everything on their terms because you're afraid of losing them. Don't invest in them based on how much you like them. Instead, invest based on how much they invest in you. Or maybe you pressure them too early to say if they want something serious with you or to be with you in a relationship. Most want to feel a sense of freedom and trust in order to want to get deeper or have a relationship then. A strong, confident person doesn't want to keep having to reassure a person who's insecure and afraid of losing them. So forget the fear of losing them and focus on fun, optimistic energy, and good emotions on those first dates. Don't tell a person what you want from them like a relationship. Instead, focus on why you are amazing for them. Why they stay interested and get hooked on you is because you made them feel the right emotions. Emotions like excitement and fun, comfort, sexual chemistry and respect, and a deep connection. I say leave some mystery, meaning let them in your life gradually. If they know you and all about you and can figure you out instantly, it gets dull. The mystery of you is solved. Show how amazing you are, yet that there's still more to discover. We value things that require us to earn them. You want to be whole and stable within yourself and not have your emotions easily affected by other people. Most often we are looking for something that feels good because we don't have a life that feels good. So instead of chasing your high from a person, create happiness you can control today just for yourself. What do you enjoy that includes nobody but you? What do you enjoy just for you? Just for the pure joy of it. Create enjoyment in your life on your own. You should be enjoying your life whether someone's there or not. Who you really are is awareness or consciousness. You are God and you are the creator. You're the creator of your experiences. You forget this and get into human mode, where you are sucked into the story and the emotions and the feelings. You forget who you are. That you are the one who can create and have what you want. And you get further and further from alignment where your power is. That power that attracted them in the first place. The reason such a good relationship came to begin with was just because of that. Because you were in a good state. You got yourself into a good state. A state of being that resonated with it. So it could be seen by you. So you could have it. You did everything right. You met the person. They were into you. But so as soon as you latch onto that, it starts to disappear. You attach to them. You lost your alignment by the story. By negative thoughts coming up. By having doubt about them. Or what you have together. By feeling they are above you. Or feeling you may lose them. By wanting to give it a title and hold on tightly to it. By making it idolize like it is special and rare and not normal for you. All this combined affects your emotions, and your thoughts are no longer positive, only about your desire, so it fades or disappears or falls apart. By having bad thoughts about your desire, you're no longer aligned. By worrying about your desire, you are no longer aligned. By feeling that it is the only source of your happiness makes you no longer aligned. By forgetting you and that you're God, the source, creating it and choosing all things, that you are the one that makes the world around you appear as it is, and that this comes from your thoughts. You lose stability and power. If you meet someone, continue to focus on your own feeling state. What even is my true self? You might ask. It is awareness space of self. Like all your life, there was one part of you that's always been there, aware of everything. That inside you has always been there your whole life, even as you aged. There's been an awareness within you that is aware that you exist. That is your true self. Direct experience of true self is not an object, not a thought form, not an emotional storyline, belief system, not the body or emotional body. The self beyond the individualization. So you got too far away from the true self. You got separated too far. When you have positive thoughts, you're in alignment. When you're separated, you have negative thoughts. I'm sure negative thoughts came up. Why aren't they calling me? Are they into me? How do they feel about me? Do they only want me? Are we together now? I don't think I like that thing about them. Maybe they aren't actually a match for me. Bad thoughts and doubts come up. This separates you. When you're connected with inner being, you're happier, more free, more light, easygoing, more powerful, more stable, and less swayed by emotions. So connection to yourself is most important. You won't be able to maintain the relationship unless you connect with your true self. And once you connect with yourself, you aren't afraid to lose anyone. You can attract new relationship anytime. You have no fear of losing any relationship, so you can just appreciate it. You are a free, confident being. Even if someone comes and goes, you can just appreciate the experience and the moments that you did have with them. So find the essence of what the person you want represents and activate it in you. Like joy. Feel joy for just something. Your car even. Give your car love and joy. Because that feeling inside you is a state of joy and love. And things of the same state feeling naturally show up, like a relationship then. One that is actually good for you and a match, because it matches your genuine state you first had. So when you feel of yourself as you feel of them, an opening gets allowed and you get them. Like feeling you are equally amazing. You feel you're beautiful and nice and loving, and you see that they are as well. You feel of yourself as you feel of them. Like, yeah, I'm good enough for them, right for them, a good person to date. And you can appreciate it, since you're not clinging to it and not projecting all your lack beliefs onto it. Continue to stay in a good state, a good feeling state, and think about your own life and theme that you're here to experience, that is separate from the relationship that you do for yourself on your own. This is why so many say do your passion, because when you do your passion, you feel good and are very aligned to your true self. Often when you attach to a new person, it's because you feel or felt lack. So become aware that there actually is no lack at all, anywhere. All things exist here now. You just only can perceive of one frame at a time, but all things or things you want in fact do exist. Like if you were inside your house and I said, where's your car? Does your car exist? Yeah, it exists. It's just not being perceived by you right this second, but it does exist. That is what it's like for relationships. There are countless options out there for you. You just can't perceive it. But it is there and exists. So if one person doesn't work out, there are other possibilities that exist now. That is why when you stay in alignment, meaning no bad thoughts about your desires, you can see more of these options and opportunities and see also a person who is actually a match for you, a true match. But there's no lack. It is just like shifting to a new slide, a new picture. You choose the picture by how you feel inside and it appears. There are endless people and no lack, even if you can't see it from where you're sitting. Even though, it still exists. It can also be a person who feels just as good as others. You may cling on to a person like only this one can make me feel good, or only this one is attractive. But others do actually have those same things as well. You just can't see it by your current frame of mind. But feel and become aware that there is no lack. And so you no longer have a fear of losing anyone. So what do I even do now? My person I thought I manifested is gone. So learn to meet people and be relaxed about it. Enjoy meeting them and see who they are. It doesn't matter to you if they stay or go. Just try to learn who they are and be relaxed about that. Try not to be emotionally heavy. People lose interest and disappear and grow distant when we continue to communicate we like them over and over. Imagine you go up to a person and say, I'm into you. I want to go out sometime? Or you say hi and introduce yourself and ask them out. This shows like confidence and strength, but Continuing to say you like them, or how attractive or beautiful they are, or how special and rare they are, or how much they mean to you, right away, it starts to put them on a pedestal and like you're below them. And they want someone into them wanting to know them, not instantly just set on them like it's a given. If you're dating a person, don't just stay there like you have reached your destination. Then they know that they have you. You become static and not moving. They stop chasing. That is when they think or know that you'd always be there. That's when they start disappearing. So what's the reason they disappear? They are great, but you make them like they're special or not normal for you, or not normal for you to get. You give it access meaning. Like if I'm with them, I'm good. I fit in. I feel good with myself. I no longer feel bad about myself. You enhance them in your thoughts of them. You more so idolize them instead of seeing the true person in front of you. You think it's the person you manifested, but maybe they aren't totally it. Maybe they had 7 out of the 10 things on your manifestation list. Maybe they are part of the bridge to your actual full-on true desired person, but you didn't give it a chance to see. Maybe you had 3 manifestations floating around, 3 seeds you had planted. 1 for a person to cuddle with, 1 for a person to go to dinner with, and 1 for a person to have a relationship with. Maybe that one was the person you manifested to cuddle with, but you didn't give it a chance to see. You were too wrapped up in it. Maybe there were 7 out of the 10 things that you wanted, and by experiencing them and that reflection, now you can work on those 3 things that weren't quite right and get everything you want next time. Keep in flow and in alignment. You can have your manifestation of a relationship. It will happen. Become aware of all these things and start to improve yourself and your relationships.